Hello, welcome back
to
Drink Read Fabio. My name is Brimmer.
And I'm Sophia Kaiafas, and we're your hosts of this podcast.
Yes, this is a podcast where we recommend a book to you and make a drink based on that book, so then you can laugh along with us as we talk about a book that makes you drink.
Exactly, and you're going to need it. And then we rate that book based on how drunk we would need to be to say we actually enjoyed that book.
Yes, exactly. So, Sophia is recommending the book this week, so why don't you tell us about it?
Yes, so this week I chose to recommend the book, The Song of Achilles. So The Song of Achilles is a modern retelling of the story of Achilles, of course, and the Greek/Roman war over Helen of Troy, told from the point of view of Patroclus, which, coming from a Greek, it's Patroclus, not Patroclus. Like everyone says Patroclus, and it's Patroclus. So,
Sounds good.
now you guys know.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first from a real Greek, okay? The story starts off with Patroclus at age 9, and he is this awkward, timid boy who ends up getting exiled from where he lives for something he does. I won't say, but he goes to live with Achilles and his dad, and Achilles and Patroclus become friends, and they end up growing up together as Achilles trains to be this warrior. Patroclus follows along, and it is a heartbreaking, epic story of love and loss, and I really loved this modern retelling of Greek mythology as it made it really relatable and easy to follow along, but you don't lose any of that like beautiful prose that you get from reading the original Greek mythology, because Madeline Miller, who's the author, her writing is just beautiful, and I'm going to read you 2 quotes. Don't worry, there's no spoilers. They're just really beautiful. So, this is the first one. Chiron had said once that nations were the most foolish of mortal inventions. No man is worth more than another wherever he is from. Love it. And the second one is, I could recognize him by touch alone, by smell. I would know him blind by the way his breaths came and his feet struck the earth. I would know him in death at the end of the world. Love it. She also has a list of characters in the back of the book and goes more in depth on the history of these characters and the story in the original Greek mythology telling, which is really interesting and helpful because there's a lot of Greek names and they're kind of confusing, so it helps to follow along and remember who these characters are.
For sure.
So we are going to make a Greek god drink tonight for you guys. Ooh. And we have some new alcohol that we are using because we're trying to, switch it up and not just have vodka. Okay, so first we are gonna, I forgot to put ice in here. I'm gonna go get ice. So we are gonna start off with 1.5 ounces of whiskey. We got Tennessee whiskey. Okay.
Uno and a half.
Uno and a half.
This is for 2 drinks or 1?
2.
Nice. Whoa, look at that non-mess pour.
I know, she's
We're getting better at
improving. Then we're gonna have a 1/2 ounce of elderflower liqueur, which, can we talk about this bottle? Go to our YouTube because it is beautiful. It feels so fancy.
Yes. Oh no. There we go.
Okay. Oh, she's perfect. Ooh. And then we are going to take juice from half a lemon. Just put it all in there. And 2 tablespoons of maple sugar, like pure maple sugar, which I couldn't find a tablespoon. I think it's dirty, so I'm going to use a 1/2 tablespoon, but you guys don't be like me and use a full tablespoon. Isn't this so fun? You have some new ingredients.
Beautiful.
Also, I rimmed the glasses with cinnamon and sugar.
Very cute.
So, now we are going to take a dash of cinnamon.
Ooh, fancy.
And now I'm going to put a dash of nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Yes, this is kind of like a fall type drink, but it's hopefully going to give us a golden color, which made me think of Greek gum, you know? Okay, now we're gonna shake, shake, shake it up.
Shake, 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 shake.
All right.
Yeah. Good shaking.
Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh no. Ooh, she's golden. Now we're gonna top it off with sparkling apple cider.
Yum.
So yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, let's put this
Beautiful.
stuff down here. So this is what it will look like. It gives us this very pretty golden color.
Yes.
Yes. Gorgeous. All right, let's try it.
Yay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
Clink.
Yum.
It tastes like a cinnamon apple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's really good. I like it.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get into it. So, I'm going to start off by saying that I found this book in a CVS.
Oh, yes.
It was, while I was working on Roosevelt Island,
Uh-huh.
and I finished my book, and did not have a book on the way home.
Yeah.
So I ran into this drugstore just like hoping that maybe they had a book section.
Mhm.
They had 4 books to choose from. A whopping 4.
Yes.
On top of all the magazines. And this was one of them. It is
That's amazing.
A Walk Along the Beach
Oh, yes.
by Debbie Macomber. Debbie Macomber. This book was not what I expected it to be. I'm just going to preface it by saying that I went into this, and especially because the back doesn't give you any thought of what really happens, it makes it seem like it's a good old romance story. I mean, the cover is literally a beach, talks about her falling in love. Perfect. Willa Lakey and her sister Harper Lakey are best friends and live together.
Lakey.
Yes, what a last name. They lost their mom to a brain aneurysm suddenly when they were teenagers, and this tore their family apart.
Why do they always start off romance books like with the people having like trauma?
Always. Their father became an alcoholic once her mother died, and still falls in and out of it. So he'll get better and then relapse, get better, relapse. And then their brother joined the military, but now lives an hour away with his fiance. So Harper, a few years after her mom died, was diagnosed with leukemia. Of course.
Yeah.
But she has survived, and she is now in remission, and she's been in remission for a few years now.
Okay.
And now, because of what she went through, she's like a super daredevil. Like, she lives life to the fullest. She's gone like bungee jumping, skydiving, and now is planning on climbing this mountain.
Love it.
Willa, the older sister, owns a coffee shop called Bean There, which I thought was really cute.
That is cute.
Isn't that cute? In town, and it's just recently became a huge success. It's become super popular, and she's put her whole heart and soul into this coffee shop, and is really happy that now she can make a living off of it.
Amazing.
Willa notices a super cute guy that has becoming a regular at her shop. Harper convinces her that he comes in because he thinks Willa is cute, and forces him to come and talk to them.
Okay.
So
That's funny.
Harper literally is like,
"That's me.
Hey, you, come over here. Come talk with us." And it's super awkward and cute. So we learn that his name is Sean O'Malley. And
the names.
I know. And he is a thriving scenic photographer who has recently moved to Oceanside, which is the small town that they live in.
Perfect.
Sean has been crushing hard on Willa from afar and has been coming in every day, even though he hates coffee.
Aww.
I know. After their initial convo, he sees Willa at the grocery store and asks her out on a date. He finally gets enough courage and asks her out.
Cute.
She agrees and asks if they could take a walk along the beach. He agrees.
If you didn't know.
If you didn't know.
It's a beach story.
Yes. He agrees, and then, while on the date, admits that he hasn't had a girlfriend in a while because his job requires him to leave for weeks or months at a time.
Okay.
And he has to leave for the weekend for a small job and asks her if she wants to join him. After their first date, he's like, come away with me for the weekend. Very fast, in my opinion.
Is it close by or is it on a plane?
No, it's like they drive there, but it's a couple hours away. I think she says it's 10 hours away.
Yeah, that would kind of spook me a little.
Mm-hmm.
Serial killer vibes much?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But she goes.
Okay, girl.
They have the best weekend ever.
Of course I do.
After, they spend every day together and really develop their relationship. The time eventually comes where he has to go to a third world country for 6 weeks with little to no cell service.
Oh.
Because he's photographing, I'm trying to remember, I think it's a goat herder and how it has affected, how global warming has affected. He does a lot of stuff with global warming.
Okay.
So he's going to kind of follow the story on something.
Yes. Yeah. Love that.
He leaves and Willa is sad girl hours. She's sad. Harper has been training to climb this huge mountain all summer long. She's been training for months. And is training like crazy every single day to be in shape enough to reach the top. Willa notices that she seems to be working herself too hard, but doesn't want to push it because her sister gets mad at her for babying her. Sean finally comes home, yay! And Willa is so happy, but he starts to feel really, really sick. And ends up getting typhoid fever. I know.
Oh my gosh, drama.
I know. Willa stays with him and nurses him back to health with his parents, and they start getting even closer. So she doesn't leave his side when he has this illness, and basically nurses him back to health. Why do I cannot say health?
Is it contagious?
She didn't get it, so I guess not. But like things move really fast. She meets the parents. They love her, obviously, and everything.
Yeah.
So Harper goes to climb the mountain and fails. She can't even make it halfway with her whole climbing troupe.
Aw.
I know, and gets really, really depressed.
That's a bummer.
She ends up blowing up at Willa and tells her that she wants to move out and be independent, and is mad at her for mothering her all the time, which really, really hurts Willa's feelings.
Yeah.
Once Sean is better, he finds out he booked this huge photography deal in the Philippines for 8 weeks. He has barely been home for 2 weeks now, and already has booked this huge deal job, which he has been wanting to get for months and months and months.
Okay.
Willa actually gets really, really upset about it because he's just been gone and now is planning on leaving again to another third world country so soon. And he explains how it's not something he can turn down and leaves anyway.
Okay.
So he leaves, and Willa goes home from his house to find her sister sitting with all the lights out. Harper tells Willa that she's been feeling symptoms that she felt when she first was diagnosed with leukemia.
The sister?
Mm-hmm. They rush her to the doctor and find out that, sadly, the cancer has come back in an extremely rare form in her lungs.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why she couldn't climb the mountain because of the altitude.
Of course.
And this is where the book turns from a cutesy, romantic love story to a really depressing, sad cancer story. Which was not trigger warninged at all in the book. The back says nothing about this happening. I mean, I bet it can't really, but still.
Yeah, it doesn't say like, and then something horrible happens, and then their lives are changed forever.
Harper starts on chemo again, and thankfully one of her main training partners that helped climb the mountain is a cancer doctor, and he's on her team.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, so she at least has a friend and a support system.
Yes.
This time around, she's not doing well on the chemo. This is where the book really takes a drastic turn, and I don't really want to talk about it much because it's really, really sad. Like, it's really, really sad. The basic points are that Willa is upset with Sean because he refuses to come home when she tells him what's going on in her life.
Are they boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes. Harper and her doctor training friend fall in love while she's going through chemo, which is really, really sad. And then her brother and his fiance end up pushing their wedding sooner and having it in the hospital courtyard so that Harper can be a part of the wedding.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're expecting the worst. So then Harper ends up passing away.
Oh my gosh.
I know, which is really, really heartbreaking and sad. Like, it's really, really sad. As in me brushing tears away, super embarrassed in Starbucks. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Aww.
Me being so embarrassed, crying in this rom-com book.
Yeah, you're like,
what?
This is supposed to be funny.
And fun.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm cute.
Why?
That's not funny, fun, cute.
No, it was not.
That's sad, sad, sad.
Sad, sad, sad. It was really sad. So Sean finally comes home and is like, hey, I'm back. But he's too late.
Yeah, of course.
Harper is gone. Being there, the coffee shop that Willa owns, has been temporarily closed for months while Willa has been with her sister because she hasn't been able to run it.
Yeah.
And she is running out of funds to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And then Willa has basically turned into just a shell of a person. She's lost and broken and has lost everything that means the world to her, basically.
Maybe you're gonna need another drink
For
this one.
You might need another drink for this one. I'm gonna say.
And not in a this is bad way. This is a
Sad
you need
way.
a drink for the sadness.
Their first convo that Sean has when he gets back to her is Sean says, I'm here if you need me. And Willa says, you're a little late for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you
Dude.
are. Boyfriend.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
Willa ends up breaking up with him, not only because of this, but because she understands that this is going to be a regular thing for him to travel
Yeah.
so much, and she can't be in a relationship with somebody that is going to be gone that much, which I understand.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't willing to give up a trip when such a traumatic thing was happening to her. What happens if it's not so bad?
Exactly.
You know? Sean refuses to give up. He tells her that he's in love with her and that he will keep trying no matter what. So he refuses to accept her response.
Okay.
The community comes together for Willa and anonymously pays her rent for being there.
Aww.
I know, so it can stay open.
That's cute.
I know. Then, when she finally is ready to open it again, there is a line around the block of people supporting her.
Aww.
I know. Her dad decides that it's time for him to be there for his family and joins AA.
Okay.
And then moves in with Willa so that she doesn't have to live alone.
Aww.
I know. And then
That
he
comes
also
around.
gets a job in Oceanside so that he can be near her and be a part of the community.
Roomie with the dad.
Rooming with the dad! Once Being There opens, Sean comes in every single day. Willa ignores him every time. Disheartened, Sean asks her dad for advice. Her dad tells him that she does walk along the beach every day after work. So he starts to show up, and Willa begs him to leave her alone until he finally does. She's basically saying, this is my time to mourn. I don't want you here. Please stop showing up. Please.
Yeah.
I do not need you to be in my space right now. I need to mourn the death of my sister.
When he was away, was he being supportive over the phone? Or
He couldn't
just...
call her.
Oh.
He had no cell phone reception. He only got to call her one time, and that's when she told him. And that was the last she heard from him.
Yeah, my dude, sorry.
Willa is having terrible insomnia. She cannot sleep.
Mm-mm.
Even though things are getting better, and her shop's doing well, and her dad's there, the one thing that will not get better is that she cannot sleep for more than a couple hours a night, no matter what.
That's the worst.
I know. She makes a doctor's appointment where she is asked when the last time she's had a full night's sleep was, and she admits that it was when she last slept over with Sean. Was the last time she had a full night's sleep. And she begs the doctor to prescribe her some sleeping medication, but the doctor is hesitant to because they're easy to get addicted to.
The doctor's like, I'm going to prescribe you some
Sean.
Men.
But it's like, try melatonin first. If that doesn't work, come back and we'll try something new. Sean is still being very persistent. He asks if there's anything at all he can do, and she finally is like, you know what? If you're willing to do anything for me, come over and cuddle me to sleep, please.
She's like, that's all I need you for.
Honestly, that's what she tells him.
Just hold me.
That's what she says. She says, the last time I slept well was sadly with you. So can you please, I just need 1 night of sleep. Like, I just need 1 night of sleep. Please.
Oh my God.
And it works. Of course. And she sleeps like a baby for the first night in months. After that, she started calling him every night, and he would sleep talk her to sleep. So I'm going to read you this sleep time. Sean answered as if he had been awaiting my call, his phone already in his hand. Can't sleep? No. It's so exasperating I could scream. Okay, babe. This is what I want you to do. Close your eyes and get comfortable. All right. On my back, I nestled into my pillow and closed my eyes. Are you comfortable? About as comfortable as I can get? Good. Now think about me being with you, cuddled up against you. Put the picture in your mind of the two of us spooning.
Oh.
I have my arm around your middle and you're relaxing against me. Can you do that? I think so. It wasn't hard. Must be muscle memory because I could almost feel my body tucked close to his.
Didn't like that.
No. Weird.
Imagine me spooning you, baby.
Bed. So obviously these calls lead to texting, and slowly Sean was weaseling his way back into her life, still calling her when he was away for work to help her sleep. Her and her dad ended up moving to a rental house. You know, he's like, no.
No, not Sean.
Her and her dad ended up moving to a rental house because living in the apartment held too many memories of Harper.
Yeah.
Willa goes to visit Harper's grave and notices a bench dedicated to Harper in the perfect spot to look towards the marker. Willa starts to cry and thinks that her dad built it because now he works at a construction company, and that's why they moved into the new house, because it has a garage where he can do his construction stuff.
But who did it? Tell us.
He tells her he hadn't, and that it was Sean.
Of course.
He
And Sean
built her a bench.
He built her a bench. Well, you know, he wasn't there for her sister's death. So.
But here's a bench. Willa calls Sean crying and thanks him for the special gift. He reminds her that he will always be there for her no matter what. She tells him that she's in love with him, and then they get back together.
No.
The end.
But he still has the same job.
Yes!
So
He still has the same job. Nothing changed in his job.
So he's gonna be like, yes, we've made up. Bye.
But I'm still not going to change myself for you.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she's just like,
this job where I have to leave you.
Okay, you built me a bench, so it's fine. I'll get over it.
It's fine.
It's fine. I know.
You're here now.
I was so mad at the end.
That's annoying.
There was no like, I got a new job.
Yeah.
I'm just going to edit photography now, and I don't have to go nothing.
Yeah. No.
No.
So they're still gonna have the same problems in the future.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Don't like Sean.
No. Anyway, that's the book.
Wow, that was a doozy.
I know. A sad, stupid book.
Yeah.
And it honestly was written really well.
Oh, that's good.
As in, I was sobbing. I was sad girl.
Yeah.
Sad girl hours, but it's not what I wanted.
No.
I wanted a cutesy little beach romance.
Yeah. Funny. Weird.
Silly.
Dumb. Sexy.
Sexy. No sex scene. Not a single one.
How could you do that?
How could you do that to me?
That's
Anyway,
what we're here for.
I have 3 quotes that were pretty funny that you can read.
Yes, please. Oh, Sean, you have no idea how badly I need you. How I've longed to lay my head on your shoulder and have you hold me. I don't know how much longer I can last without you. Why are all the girls are like, I need you?
I know, I hate it.
I can't last without you.
Please be there for me at all times.
This is number 2. Several times I noticed that he slyly added pictures of me. Sean, I complained, uncomfortable to be that object of his pictures. What? He asked and barked with laughter. Why shouldn't I take photos of a beautiful woman? When those girls on TikTok are like, when I ask my boyfriend to take photos of me, this is what I think, and these are the photos he takes.
Yeah.
But he's a photographer, so.
Eating a burger like this.
Yeah, that's his photos of her.
Yeah.
Number 3. Well, does he even have photos of her? Because he's never there! He sure has pictures of the goats, I bet. Number 3. Hey, what's this? It's not coffee, it tastes different. It's a dark chocolate mocha. You said you didn't enjoy coffee, so I decided to mix it up a little. How do you like it? It's fantastic!
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
He's never heard of a mocha before?
It's not coffee, it tastes different.
It's a dark chocolate mocha.
It's a dark chocolate mocha.
But no, because he comes in every day and gets an Americano
Yeah.
at the cafe. He goes every single day. You don't think that he'd think, I don't like this. Let me try something else. It takes her bringing him a different coffee
Well,
drink.
maybe he wanted to seem cool. I don't know.
But he didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, he's stupid.
He's stupid.
Well, we already
He's
knew
so
that,
stupid.
so.
Yeah, he is stupid. Anyway, that is a walk along the beach.
Boo, Sean.
Stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna rate this book.
Okay.
Would you like to tell us how we rate these books?
Yes, we rate our books on a scale of 1 to 5. So, first, we have Slightly Buzzed. I remember it. Slightly buzzed, tipsy, drunk, stumbling, blackout. And the
Yes.
rating is...
So this was actually hard for me because it was not badly written. And honestly, if I was going for like a sad cancer book, like it touched my heart. It was good. It was well written. The story itself was terrible. As in, it was not a romance I wanted. I also wanted to kick Sean to the curb
Yeah.
and just learn about Willa and like the relationship she has with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard because I did enjoy a lot of it. It was well written,
Yeah.
but I was so mad at the actual ending.
Yeah.
So
Why didn't you rate like the sad cancer sister part and the romance?
good idea. As a sweet cancer sad book, I rated it Slightly Buzzed. Like it's good that way.
Amazing.
Good that part. Made me cry. Ugly
Yes.
alligator tears in public.
Made
which
her cry.
is really hard for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to make me do that.
Me too. I don't really cry
No.
in books.
And no, me neither.
Or
So
movies, really.
I was shocked that I was like,
Yeah.
as a romance, stumbling.
Mm.
It's, who would forgive somebody that did that?
Also, that's not
Who?
romantic.
No.
To me, I'm like,
What
I
would
don't
be
really want
romantic?
this guy.
No.
He wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. What would be romantic to me is if he helped her through the whole thing and then helped her mourn and
Yeah.
was there every step of the way.
I was like, forget the
I'm like,
goats.
you're
I'm
kind of-
coming back for you, babe.
Exactly. Why
Yeah.
couldn't he do that? It was awful. It was awful. And then for her to just go back to him because he built her a bench
Yeah. And he cuddled her to sleep.
and went to her coffee shop every day.
Dumb.
No. Stupid. Anyway, those are my thoughts.
Well, great.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
It took an unexpected turn tonight.
Wee.
So you guys have to go listen to our last episode
Please.
and go read Song of Achilles.
Please
Maybe don't read that book
don't do it.
unless you want to cry, which some people want. Subscribe, like, comment, tell us your recommendations, and we'll see you guys next week on Drink Read Fabio. Bye.